We hear a lot about psychedelic-assisted therapy, but 3 out of 4 people who choose to consume psychedelics do so at home or in nature with friends or loved ones. I'm April, founder of Set, an integration platform to help you get the most out of your psychedelic experiences. The podcast episode you're about to listen to may reference one of my previous shows, The High Guide or How to Do the Pot, because I've been a trusted source in cannabis and psychedelics since 2015. I invite you to visit getsetset.com and sign up for our newsletter to receive your free guide on set and setting to make the most of your next psychedelic journey. This podcast discusses cannabis and is intended for audiences 21 and over.
One of my favorite questions from our listeners, is there a giggly pot? Yes. And get ready to laugh as if possessed by a version of yourself without a to-do list.
Welcome to Saturday Strains. I'm your host, April Pride, and I'll be your high guide each Saturday as we move through the 12 essential cannabis strains that every woman should have in her stash. If you haven't already, please listen to the 3 short Saturday Strains Explained episodes to learn more about how cannabis is a lot like another substance we can count on to change our outlook, wine. In each episode, you can expect more weed hacks, and remember, we'll guide you from less intoxicating strains that are nearly all CBD to strains with increasingly higher THC levels. Today's strain, XJ-13, delivers a smooth, energizing high. And for those following along in the series, today's strain does not contain the terpene limonene, so it's a great alternative to last week's strain, Cinex. XJ-13 is energizing, but without the potential for anxiety that the terpene limonene is known to induce for some. Let's count down 5 things about this strain, XJ-13. Number 1, what does it help with? Anxiety, socializing, motivation, like exercise. Number 2, how high will I get? XJ-13 produces a moderately intoxicating, energizing high that will not induce paranoia, making it great for novice consumers. Number 3, how will it make me feel? Begone stress and bad moods. This is a daytime-friendly strain that tapers down to a chill, peaceful sense of well-being. Your body will feel pain-free and light, and your thoughts will be clear and calm. XJ-13 is a hybrid cross of 2 strains, Jack Herer and G13 Haze. Jack Herer, pronounced like terror, is a high-energy strain that is a favorite to many, much like the legendary cannabis advocate it's named for. If you've listened to our Strains Explained number 2, Why is Weed Different State to State, you've heard the term landrace strains. G13 is rumored to have the equivalent of a royal heritage with its landrace strain parents of Acapulco Gold and Afghani. Why does this matter to how you feel? Acapulco Gold is reputed to be one of the best strains ever cultivated due to its perfect cerebral high. Afghani is the source genetics for some of the most beloved strains widely available on the market today. Some of these Afghani descendants include Kim Dog, Trainwreck, Chocolope, and Northern Lights, just to name a few. Number 4, why do women love it? Because laughing really, really hard is good for us all. So is feeling your cheeks hurt from so much smiling. Number 5, what will it inspire? XJ-13 stimulates conversation, albeit lighter in spirit, though don't take this to say you'll be light on words and thoughts. Quite the opposite. Stories flow easily and the conversation is creative, thoughtful, and fun. You'll feel like being around friends, old and new, taking a hike on a beautiful day, or even, streaming a yoga class that you can do in your closet or like in the middle of all the toys. But somehow XJ-13 makes you drop in and it'll get your mind and body moving together. And some parting words. Please reserve judgment if a strain we recommend doesn't work for you. You haven't failed, and neither have we. In fact, having gotten it wrong, you're one step closer to your right high. You didn't quit drinking when a Long Island iced tea as your first bar drink turned out to be a wrong move, right?
Special thanks to New York-based Her Highness and its co-founder Laura Eisman, who first introduced me to XJ-13. Also thanks to Low Friesen, who vetted our strains list.
We'd also like to thank Jeffrey Raber, PhD, and Colin Montgomery of The Workshop.
as well as Nick Jacombs, PhD, of Leafly, for schooling us on strains.